Hi, I'm Saryna Ritter. I am Miss Midwest Galaxy 2013.
Saryna, we are so excited to have you on this very special episode of Pageant Live. You are our very first Miss Galaxy Queen, so we're very excited to have you.
Thank you.
And, tell us a little bit. Now, I understand that you were recently crowned. Is that correct?
Yes, I was crowned the beginning of April, so the very first weekend in April in Toledo, Ohio.
Well, congratulations to you on your title.
Thank you.
What have you done so far since being crowned?
Just this past weekend, I did a run for the St. Baldrick's Foundation, and it was correlating with the Bucks Thundering for a Cause. I'm also booked to judge a few pageants. I actually went to a burlesque show in my hometown and represented Galaxy there, which was very, very exciting. I read to a few schools, but so far that's all I've done. So I've had something every single weekend since I've been crowned, so that's been good. Also, I donated over 300 of my own personal items to Goodwill last weekend. So yeah.
Good for you. It sounds like, yes, you've been very busy, very busy. And now, can you tell us, when is your national pageant?
The national pageant is July 31st to August 4th, and that'll be in Orlando.
I bet you're so excited. Are you doing anything special to prepare?
What aren't I doing to prepare? Right now, pretty much everything. Diet, exercise. I have my evening gown, so I'm really excited about that. Pretty much all my wardrobe's put together. I had that done almost the first week when I got home, so my directors were pretty thrilled about that. Our photo shoot is this coming May 18th. We'll be in Toledo, Ohio. I'm having Stephanie Summers design a pair of earrings for me, so I've been talking with her. That's pretty much it, just trying to get my mind, body, and soul in the right mode to go to nationals, and definitely want to make the Midwest proud.
And I'm sure you will. Now, Saryna, have you been competing for a while?
I've been competing for 12 years this November.
Wow. Well, good for you. So a long time. So I bet you have lots of great pageant tips and little pageant secrets that you can share with our viewers. Tell us about some of your best pageant tips.
Probably some of the best things in the almost 12 years that I've been competing is you really need to have a pageant emergency bag. In your little bag, you should have a Band-Aid, you should have cotton swabs, you should have a toothbrush, because you never know, girls know you're backstage, you're eating that pizza right before competition, you gotta brush those teeth.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about. You gotta have a few safety pins, you have to have duct tape. Duct tape is just awesome for pretty much everything. Getting, if your swimsuit to stay, if you can't find your double-sided tape, duct tape works fabulous. Hairspray, I always keep an extra large bottle of that with me at all times as well. I know a lot of girls spend a lot of money at the salon getting all the designer products. If I could give any tip about that, it's getting something that my grandmother and my mother both used back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Aquanet. It's like $3. You can buy it at Walmart, Kmart, anywhere. It is the best hairspray ever created, and it's going to hold the best under the stage lighting as well.
Oh, I love that. I'm going to have to get some Aquanet. And I love that you said about the pageant emergency bag. And I've never thought about putting duct tape in there, but it seems like it would be so versatile. You could use it for so many things.
If you want to have the girls sit up a certain way, boob cups only do so much. Duct tape is definitely the way to go if you're not feeling secure in a particular outfit, especially now with the fashion outfits and how they're cut out. You can always use duct tape to make sure you're securely fastened in there. And we all know duct tape's good for pretty much everything, so...
Well, that is great for our viewers to know. And do you have any other pageant tips or little secrets you can tell us?
Okay, so when everyone's standing on stage at any pageant, whether it's a state, regional, or national pageant, there's farewell speeches, awards, runner-ups. You're standing on there for a long time. Everyone's feet are hurting. I know mine hurt so bad by the time I won I was so glad I was able to walk down the stage and not fall. Asper Cream is amazing. It's over the counter, and as soon as you're done competing, if you put that on your feet, oh my gosh, instant relief for those horrible cramping feet that I know I always get. So Asper Cream. You ladies have hurting feet, get Asper Cream. It works miracles.
I love that. I'm going to have to try it. I've never heard of that. But oh my gosh, yes, I'm going to definitely need some of that. Very good.
If you can't find Asper Cream, you can always try Bengay too. It'll just relax the muscles in your feet so they're not so tight from standing in such an awkward position for so long.
Love it. Love it. I'll definitely try that. And let me ask you this. Now, it sounds like you've been pretty busy making lots of appearances and judging pageants. And, you know, coming from a judge's perspective, what tips can you give the viewers? Like, is there anything in particular you look for when you're judging, or just kind of coming from a judge's standpoint, what do you look for in a winner?
That depends on the pageant. It's definitely going to go according to the discretion of the director. However, she or he gives the criteria of this is what we're looking for. So you always take in consideration of different pageant systems do look for different things. Also, depending on the age of the person, you know, there's different things to look for where they're at in their life, things to take into consideration or where they should be. If you're judging little kid pageants compared to adult pageants, those are a lot different too. But I guess what I could say for an overall, what I really look for in any age division is the best overall person. They may not be the best in the interview, or maybe they're not the best on stage, but overall they're consistent with everything. And I always look for somebody that I know is driven. I think if you're going to compete in pageants, you should be making a difference. You should be out there. You should be volunteering. You should be posting on your Facebook, or if you still use MySpace, you should be promoting what you do. It's a job. It's not just a crown. And I'm a firm believer that you should make an effort for what you do to show whatever system it is that you are a worthy queen of having that job. So that's what I would say.
Completely agree with you. Yes, I think queens should be out there. They should be working, promoting their platform. Absolutely. Is there anything that, when you're judging, anything that you see in a contestant that's going to turn you off, that's going to, you know, just kind of make you look towards someone else as, you know, to being the new title holder? What is there something that you can tell viewers that they should, you know, avoid? Is there something that you just do not like to see when you're judging?
Primarily it happens a lot of younger girls, the absolute over tanning. Girls, you don't want to look orange.
Right.
It is so bad. When you come in, you look so beautiful, and then you sit down and we really see you and, you're orange. It's so scary. I mean, I don't really judge down for that, but it does carry weight. Nobody naturally looks like that. I particularly do not care for girls and the over tanning. I know I've been guilty of it when I was younger. I definitely did too much tanning. And as I got older, I definitely understood. You know, girls get a spray tan. They're safe. That's what I would recommend. Also, when you're in your interview and you really don't seem that interested, which I've judged a lot of pageants, national, regional, state, I've judged little kids and adults. When you are in a pageant and you do not seem to be engaged with who you're talking to, you're looking around the room. I had a girl chewing gum one time. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, no.
I know. It was, I really could not believe that. Also, a lot of girls, primarily in the younger girls, they'll say stuff or whatever, just small little things that can take a conversation from really, really good to not so good. It's just a lack of intelligence and not thoroughly thinking out your sentences, so you don't seem as intelligent as you truly are.
Right, absolutely. Well, let me ask you this. What would you recommend is the best way to prepare for a pageant interview?
I don't practice for my interview. I look over what I have that's on my bio sheet. You need to know what is on your bio sheet. It is really, really bad when a judge asks you something and you say, I don't know, because maybe mom, grandma, grandpa, whoever helped you with it, and they added some extra things that maybe you don't know as much about. Not necessarily that they're not true, but do not over practice. You do not want to sound like a robot when you are talking to the judges. Everything should be genuine. It should come from the heart. Otherwise, you come off as fake, and the judges get very, very turned off by that.
Right, absolutely. Be yourself, very important. And you do not want to seem rehearsed or fake. So true.
Yeah.
Well, I know you've been very busy already since being crowned. And tell us a little bit more about your platform.
I love my platform. I have such an amazing platform. It's an international organization. They're called Alphabet Kids. I go to schools, I read to the children. It's a really, really good form of just getting children together. It's about unity. It's about tolerance. It's about just keeping them interested in reading. Anymore with just technology and everything else and video games, kids really lose sight of what's valuable. It doesn't matter what you do later in life, but knowing how to read and write are things that you need forever, whether you're texting or you're on your computer. Also, just really simply, they teach multicultural understanding and tolerance through just a really fancy way of saying we want everybody to get along. It's non-religious and it's non-political, but each book, it ties in a different ethnicity. So if you're Japanese or if you're Hispanic or Asian, they have a book for each one that anybody can relate to. Sometimes they talk about cooking, sometimes they talk about pets or cultural events. So they're just really, really nice books, and it keeps the kids engaged and wanting to read. You can always make a game out of it too. And they do have an international choir too. And all the children that are in it, they're refugees, usually from war or starvation. Traumatic happened in their life, and this is a really good opportunity for them to have something positive. So they travel globally, and they also have a CD, which is really fun, that I bring to the kids, and we sing and dance, so they always love that.
Wow, that is a great organization. It seems like they're really making a difference, and you are too through that organization. You know, just teaching kids to get along and teaching life skills and developing a foundation of reading and writing. Love it. So important.
Oh yeah, it's the basics in life that sometimes we really overlook and we forget about. And, you know, everybody is busy, and it's just so important to keep the kids engaged because they are our future. And without them, you know, we want to keep moving forward. We want to have a bright future. We want to see them succeed. And sometimes if they don't have the best background, it's really good to have somebody come in and tell them, yes, you can do this. And that really brightens their spirits.
Oh my goodness, yes, absolutely important to raise that self-esteem and let them know that they can do it. And you're right, they are our future. So very true.
Absolutely.
Well, Saryna, let me give you a moment to just wrap up. You can share any last minute tips with us. You can share with the viewers how to get a hold of you.
Okay.
If you're on Facebook, any last words for our viewers?
Okay. Well, once again, my name is Saryna Ritter. I am your Miss Midwest Galaxy 2013. You guys can find me on Facebook. My Facebook page is Miss Midwest Galaxy 2013-Saryna Ritter. You can find me on there. Please like my page. If you guys are looking for volunteers or anybody out there looking for anything, I do travel quite a bit as well, so always open to going new places and meeting new people. I do all kinds of charity events, so I will be posting everything on my Facebook page as I do go along. If I can give any piece of advice or one last little thing out there to anybody, I've been competing a long time, and I can definitely say I came a long way with the help of a lot of really good people in my life. So, you know, if you're finding that you are really after something, I'm a firm believer, do not give up. I have competed and I go after what I truly, truly love and care about. I don't just compete to compete. I go after something that's near and dear to my heart. The Galaxy system is amazing. They're about empowering women. They're about moving women forward. It's just such a wonderful organization, and Maria Torres does such a fabulous job. So, ladies, if you guys are looking for a good opportunity and definitely know that you're making a difference, the Galaxy system would be the way to go. So, if anybody has any questions or comments, you can always find me on Facebook. I would be more than happy to answer them, or you can always just like my page.
Wow, Saryna, thank you so much. And thank you for the great tips, the great advice. You are so beautiful inside and out, and you are making a difference. And I know you're going to be phenomenal at Miss Galaxy, and we will be here cheering you on.
I can't wait for nationals. I am so excited.
We are so excited for you. And again, we're just thrilled that you are our very first Miss Galaxy Queen on Pageant Live. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.